Hi guys, so today we're learning all about how God is our treasure, aren't we? And treasure is really special, isn't it? And today we're going to learn about a special parable, which is a story that Jesus told to help people understand the meaning of what God is wanting to tell us. So in this parable, it's all about treasure. Now, I want you to think about if there's any treasures in your life. What have you got that you really treasure, you hold on to, and you think has got a lot of value? You think it's really, really important to you. It could be anything. It could be the clothes that you wear. Maybe you've got a special t-shirt or some special trainers or shoes or a dress that's really special to you and you think it's the best thing in the whole world. Maybe it's your PlayStation. Maybe it's your TV or your favorite toy. What is it? Have a think. What is it in your life that is really special to you? That your life just wouldn't be the same if you lost it or it got damaged, or you'd be really upset if it went missing. Have a think. What is your treasure? Because that is what Jesus is talking about in today's parable. In today's story, it's all about treasure. Now, some people, they actually go out and look for treasure. You might have seen them on TV or on the beach or in fields. They go out with special detectors that detect metal and it beeps. And when they dig up the ground and they try and find if there's any hidden buried treasure in the field or in the beach. But you know what? They can't just go around digging up people's gardens and digging up fields that don't belong to them, can they? Because it's not their field. They have to get permission from the owner of the field or the beach or the area that they're going to dig up when they're looking for this treasure. And that's what Jesus is talking about today. He's talking about a man who goes into a field. So let's listen to our parable and find out what Jesus said. Jesus said that God is like treasure hidden in a field. And a man comes into the field and he starts digging in that field. So that's what I'm going to do now. And as he digs, he comes across hidden treasure. And this treasure he's so excited about, but he realizes that the field isn't his and the treasure belongs to the man who owns the field. So he hides the treasure and he runs off and finds the owner of the field. And when he finds the owner of the field, he sells everything he has so he can buy the field with the treasure in it. Wow, so what do you think that story means? I think it means that God is the treasure in the field. And the man who found the treasure, he knew it wasn't his because it wasn't in his field. So he knew the owner of the field owned the field and also the treasure because the treasure was in that field. But he was willing to sell everything that he had so he could get hold of that treasure and make it his own. And just like you were thinking before about some of the things in your life that you really treasure, like your clothes or your toys or your TV, all those kind of things that you really treasure, the man sold all of those things so that he could get the treasure that was in the field. So what God is trying to tell us, what Jesus is saying is that God should be your most treasured thing, that everything else, you should be able to get rid of those things if it means you can get God. That's what we're learning about today, isn't it? That God is our treasure. He should be first, he should be number one, and everything else that we have that we maybe think is good, we should be saying, actually, I can get rid of those things if it means I can get the real treasure, which is God. So that's why we're learning today our paraphrase that says, God is our treasure.